What's up, everybody? This is Stack Trace. I'm here to talk to you today about Platinum producer DJ Pain One's new drum kit called Damn That Hurt Volume 2. By the time you're seeing this video, it's probably out already. You need to pick it up. The kit has 277 16-bit 44.1K samples, individual samples, and in addition to that, there are 12 loops at different tempos. A lot of people assume that Pain One's kits are only used for hip-hop production, and that's a fair assumption, but it really has a wide variety of uses, and that's what I want to show you today. So in particular, this tutorial is going to focus on drum groove. In my mind, groove is what makes a track. If the idea of a track is to make somebody dance, then the idea of a groove is to make that person move, which is going to lead them to dance. I mean, that's kind of the way I see it. The job of the band is to groove. So if you think of your production as a full band, that's what you would be doing. I'm actually going to play, before we dive into Pain One's drum kit, I'm going to play an EZdrummer acoustic kit along with a Joe Sample track called In All My Wildest Dreams. So let me just play you the kit so you get an idea of what it sounds like. I'll put my headphones on too. Give me just a second. So that's what the kit sounds like, and here's the sample. And when I'm playing along, you really shouldn't even notice that I'm doing anything. That's the idea. Let me fast forward in the track. I'll get it with the full snare here. So that's groove, especially when you play an acoustic kit on top of another track that has an acoustic kit on it. So what I'm trying to do here is translate that groove into Reason, where I interpolated this track in Reason using Pain One's new kit with that groove in mind. So that's why I wanted to show you that. So let's get into Reason and take a look at what I did there. So let me first pull up the piano part, and I'm going to show you these chords. Let me mute EZdrummer here. Again, this is Reason version 8, I believe. And let me get a piano. Yeah, there we go. So I'll just play the lick for you. So the first chord is an A flat 7. And it walks up to a major 7. I've added some variety there that I'll show you in a second, down to an F sharp minor and to a C sharp minor. So spelled from the bottom up, the first chord is an A flat, G flat, C, E flat, and then I walk up these triads. That's C, E flat, D flat, E, E flat, G flat, E, G. So, and then this figure lands me on the F sharp, which is spelled F sharp, E, A, B, E. I'm adding the 11th there, which is the B. And the C sharp minor is straightforward. That's C sharp, E, G sharp, B, E. And the figure up there is, and that's B, E, F sharp, E, C sharp. So again, I'll play it. There's also a slight variation here. So let me play you the Rhodes part here. add in bass line. That bass line is a Combinator Ampeg flip top. So now let's start looking at these drums here. I'm using Kong Kit and importing the samples individually into the pads. So let me talk to you just briefly about the samples that I'm using. I'm using Joe Budden kick, and the snare that I'm using is called Harsh Snare. And the thing I like about Harsh Snare, and Pain One does this a lot, in his snares he'll put an open hi-hat behind it, which really gives it a nice crunch. So I find myself using that a lot, and I put reverb behind it as well. I'm using the kick 3 times, and the idea there, I don't know if you can hear this, but one of them has a lot of snap to it. You can hear the high end on the front, the attack of that kick. This one does not have that. It is a little more muted, and what I've done is turn down the tone on that one, so I've rolled off the high end so that I can lead into it like this. I can get a groove like that rather than, because I don't like static samples like that played back to back, so I do this. That's why I did that. The other thing I'm using is tambourine verb on beat 4 every now and then. And I'm also using a riser that I'll show you later. So let's listen to the track that I sequenced, the drum kit. So we'll go ahead and solo that. That's the tambourine right there. It's coming up right here. I like that because it gives it a nice little echo. The other thing I did was add another drum track. I'm using Nutso Trey, the Truth drum loop. The original sounds like this, and this comes from the kit. Hang on a sec here. It's a different BPM. It's 81 in the kit, and I've got it at 75 in Reason. What I've done is taken that and put it through Recycle, and I chopped it up. And what came out of that was this beat right here. So let me play that for you. And when I add in the other kit, this is what it sounds like. Now let's add in all the parts. Add some light piano. Now I'm going to play a little bit of a solo and I'll show you what I'm doing there. So let's let it loop. So just a couple things that I'm doing there. That's a fully diminished chord. Spelled from the bottom up, C, E flat, G flat, A, and then I invert it. E flat, G flat, A, C, then G flat, A, C, E flat, A, C, E flat, G flat. And then I double that in an octave. And land on the E. What I'm doing up here, I'm hitting an E, B, all the way down, and then the figure in the right hand is that's an E major chord to an A major chord. It's something you might want to use if you're soloing over a groove like that. But basically, that covers it. That's what I've done there is translate the acoustic kit that I played Easy Drummer in the beginning of this tutorial into Reason, and then I re-envisioned this whole track by Joe Sample. I hope you liked it. You can follow me on Twitter at RealStackTrace. You can follow DJ Pain1 on Twitter at DJ Pain1. Thanks for listening. Peace out.